Who are you behind the idea of who you say you are? Who are you behind the observer of the actions that you do? Who are you when you are asleep? Who are you when you have no words to utter? Who are you when you say, I am me, I am myself? What is it exactly that you are referring to? Are you referring to your body? Are you referring to your thoughts? Are you referring to your energy? Are you referring to what somebody told you is the truth of who you are? Are you referring to what a book says you are? When you say I, when you say me, what are you referring to, my fellow expression of consciousness? When it comes to awakening, we absolutely need to know who it is that is seeking the awakening. What if the one that is seeking the awakening does not need to awaken? What if that one is already whole? Would that change how you view and execute your spiritual practices? Would that change how you view your sense of lack in the world? Would that change how you view other people? Would that change how you view yourself? What if that which is aware right now that a moment is taking place, and that moment includes the body, your body, that moment includes your thoughts, your mind? What if that awareness of your body and mind isn't the body and mind? Is that possible? It probably feels like your mind, or seems as though your mind, your thoughts are within your body. But what is your experience of that compared to the experience that your body and mind appear to you, are seen by you as the awareness of it? Either you are the mind inside a body, looking outside, away from the body, or at the body with the eyes, or you are the awareness of the whole experience itself. You see, my friends, this is what's often overlooked on the journey to awakening. It's not easy to see, because we take experience to be that which happens to the body and mind. Alas, the body and mind is too an experience. This is the connection we need to make when we're seeking awakening, understanding into the true nature of that which I is trying to refer to. When you say I, it's what I call pure consciousness, and not just me. I use the word pure all the time just to show you that there's no attributes to it. You could say it's awareness, but even that doesn't mean anything from the perspective of that which has no dimensions to it. I mean, think about it. This awareness that is aware of your body changing and doing shapes. Maybe you're a dancer. The awareness doesn't change when you're changing your body. The awareness doesn't change when you're shouting or when you are quiet. The awareness is actually aware of silence. That's how distinct from experience it is. It's even aware that silence is taking place. And that, what I'm talking about, is your true self, I suggest to you. But as always, it needs to come from your experience, your agreement. Never follow dogma when it comes to understanding the nature of reality, that is. Because you have direct access because you are an aspect of reality. So why wouldn't you have direct access? You see, you are the body, you are the mind, but not totally. You don't start at the end of your fingers and finish at the soles of your feet and the top of your head. No. Those are experiences, again, being perceived by this source that you truly are, that cannot be perceived itself, pure consciousness. Why do I make these podcasts? Why do I make these videos? Why do I write these books? First and foremost, it's because I kind of have to. It's sort of like an overflowing of compassion and love for other expressions of consciousness, to remind them of what they truly are. Because once you see, you will never forget. And life will be much easier. Wouldn't that be nice? But as always, it has to be experienced to be really believed and understood. What are you without your labels? What are you without your attachment to your identity? Seriously, what are you? No matter what you say, my friends, my fellow expressions of consciousness, is you are. You exist. No matter what you say that you are, beneath your identity, you exist. That means your identity can never truly be what you essentially are. Never, ever, ever. It's an attachment that you choose to have, and that's fine. It's up to you. But when we're talking about the truth of self, it can never be that which can be accumulated. Because if you can accumulate or acquire or learn about your identity, then that means you are still existing prior to that knowledge, prior to that attachment. That which was existing purely did not need any attachment. And that is what I'm calling pure consciousness, or pure awareness, or God. But the mind wants to make things difficult. It can try, and it succeeds 99 times out of 100. But that's fine. The mind is supposed to make us believe we are separate. That's fine. It helps us experience this wonderful experience that we call duality. So it's fine. But if you want to awaken, you have to see that you are not solely the mind. But better yet, you are not solely the experience. That's what I'm trying to relate to you. You are not solely the experience. Experiences come, experiences go. Experiences literally change. There has to be something that is still, that does not change, to recognize the change. There must be. And you know there is. You call it I. You call it me. You call it myself. But what you don't realize is that you are referring to something other than that which is being experienced, meaning something other than the body and mind and energy even. But we can't put a actual finger or label on it that is exactly what it is, because it's always before the experience or always distinct from the experience. Pure consciousness. The fact that the word consciousness has a beginning and an end is proving my point that even the word consciousness isn't truly what it is. But we have to use language to a certain extent. Wow. You are so amazing. May you find what you truly are and find that peace you are looking for. And that peace begets joy and happiness too. I'm going to leave this podcast there. Thank you so much for listening. I don't know how many are listening right now or who will listen. Even if nobody listens, these words are still embedding into the universe, and you are an aspect of the universe. So it's still going to hit you one way or another. Let me say that again. Even if nobody listens to this podcast, you will still feel the words, because the words are now embedded into the universe and you are an aspect of the universe. You are not separate. You might feel it in goosebumps. You might feel it in an aha moment. You might feel it in tears. You might feel it in joy. We are all connected as that one source. Have a wonderful day or evening, my fellow expressions of consciousness. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Spiritual Awakening Show with Tiger. Feel free to follow me on social media. Just search Tiger Dragon.